Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your soul reading. We are going to talk about your unique magic and power that you possess this life journey, being born under the Scorpio sun. And you guys are probably one of the most complex, mysterious, and misunderstood signs of the zodiac for sure. You guys are water, so your most powerful chakra is going to be the sacral chakra, the water chakra. But with you guys, there is this air of mystery around you. You guys don't project your true emotion just for anybody. You guys are a wealth of emotion always flowing through you. You guys feel things strong and deep, okay? But not everybody around you knows that about you. You could be totally in love with somebody and they would never even know it if you're not ready to show it to that person yet, okay? You guys definitely know how to protect and hide your feelings because that is your true wealth, is what you feel. And at a subconscious level, you understand that because Scorpio, when you take somebody in, when you draw them into your world, it's a world unlike any other before. There is so much depth to you. But the thing about you that most people don't possess is you can see into the darkest depth there is. You can see into that. You can navigate that darkness unscathed, where most people cannot. And things, most things that people are like, oh, that's taboo, oh, that's bad. You're not afraid of those things. You're curious of those things. You want to explore. You want to understand. You want to know. If somebody's a really evil person, you're curious as to why. Why are you like that? What went wrong? And you can observe and you can be close to that energy without it impacting you, without it corrupting you, without it seeping so far in and makes you go mad. Whereas other people, they can't handle the darkness of others. They really can't. Most people have a level of darkness that they can tolerate, right, in other people. And it's not to say that you guys don't have your own level, but you have an ability to be near that darkness without it corrupting you. Whereas other people, it does corrupt them. It gets inside of them and it poisons them. You guys, it doesn't. And I'm thinking of how to really explain this in the way that Spirit is showing it to me. You guys can love the unlovable. And what I mean by that is, you see the soul inside every person. So if somebody is really dark and all these things, and most people are like, oh, that person's just weird, or they're dark, or they're closed off, whatever. You guys see the light inside of them. You still see that. Your eyes are not blind to the divinity and the light inside each and every person, regardless of the choices that they make or their actions or their behaviors. You guys have an understanding of people, of what's inside of them and why they do what they do. And your ability to understand and ride those waves is unique because nobody can ride those waves without it consuming them. You guys you guys would be really good detectives, EMTs, police, things like that. Things that most people cannot handle, you guys can handle. And that's not to say that you don't have a very beautiful heart and deep love and deep empathy and compassion and you don't desire good and all those things. You do. It's just you guys have this very indiscriminatory ability to truly see the connection in all things, whether it's good, bad, evil, light, dark, like it doesn't matter. Like you see the light in all things. You see the connection in all things. And you will dive into the darkest depth to pull somebody up out of that energy. All right. Other people try to go in, they'll get corrupted too, but not a Scorpio. A Scorpio can go in and lift that person up out of that darkness. Like that is your gift. You guys are so complex and mysterious. Probably, you know, Cancers are really good empaths, but you guys go a step further. Also, you know, somebody could put on a facade of this beautiful light and all these things, and you can see the darkness behind that light facade that they put out. Like it goes both ways. In the darkest of dark, you still see the light. In the lightest of light, you see the dark. Like there's no tricking a Scorpio. Somebody could try, and you might indulge them, entertain them, make them think they have you fooled, but they never do. Scorpio, you have keen vision through energy, unlike any other sign. In the light, in the dark, most people can only see in the light. You see both equally, and you can go into both equally while you still remaining this beautiful vibrating being, and you can pull people up out of that darkness, of that depth. You can see things that will not, like, it's not to say it won't impact you, you won't feel something about it, but you can see things that most other people cannot handle because of the way that you're made, the depth of you, the wealth of understanding in which you are, Scorpio. And also, you guys are the ultimate uno reverso, because you are able to keep so much hidden within you. Anybody who's trying to trick you, lead you astray, any of that, you're going to pull the reverso card out at the end, and it's going to blow up in their face, and they're never going to see it coming, because there is no fooling a Scorpio. There's no fooling a Scorpio if a Scorpio does not want to be fooled, because you have that vision that sees through the light, that sees through the dark, and you will always see the truth, Scorpio. So you guys are ruled by Pluto, which, you know, is all about transformation and the phoenix rising from the ashes. And see, that's what you bring, Scorpio. You help people become that phoenix and rise up from the depth of their own destruction, of bad choices, all of that. Like, you bring them back to the light. Let's pull a card here to see what other planetary influence is super strong for you this life. Oh, look at that. We've got Saturn coming through. You are wise, Scorpio. You are like this wise wizard, okay, that the way other people see you is what you want to project them to see you as. Here you are, like this library of wisdom, of depth, of understanding, and again, the way that you go on both extremes is more than any other sign can. But you have this ability to project yourself as, oh, you want to think I'm stupid and I don't know? Okay, I'm going to project that to you, and let's see where this goes. Oh, you respect me and my intelligence? Okay, let me project that aspect of me and see where it goes. Like, you project the aspect of yourself that the person that you're interacting with is honing in on. Even if it's like, you know, somebody thinks you're not the most intelligent when you truly are, you'll entertain that just to see what they're doing, what their intention is. And this whole time, they think they've got one step ahead of you when they don't, Scorpio. Like, you're like 25 steps ahead of them, and just, you know, seeing, okay, where's this going? Like, what are you trying to do here? Because you also have a way how you can pull people up from that darkness back into the light. You also have a way of calling people to the carpet on their behavior, their BS, and who they truly are, because you pay attention to every single detail. Nothing gets past you, right? And check to see which area of your chart Saturn occupies, because that particular house is where you have a lot of evolution from past lifetimes, this wealth of wisdom, and like you are a transformer, Scorpio. Do not ever underestimate the power in which you bring, and the power in which you can help people change their lives and see themselves differently, and realize those who are stuck in the darkness that there is, you know, this light up here. All right, let's pull a card to see what other area of your life Spirit wants to highlight. The 6th house. So, Scorpio, this talks about the 6th house being a powerful area for you this lifetime. It says the work, health, and duty area of your life. And to me, this is talking about how you really help people transform, how you take people, and here's something else, like you can lead people into their darkness so that they can overcome it, transmute it, heal, and evolve beyond it. So you have the ability to help people face their darkness within and evolve beyond it. Okay. You are such a precious person, Scorpio. Like those of people who are honest and true, and you know you can count on, and you know that you can trust, like they won the jackpot with you being on their side, with you being in their life, because of what you bring and what you will do for other people. You know, a lot of people won't, you know, walk that dark, lonely road with anybody, but you will, so that you can see it through, that they get back to the light. Like that's what you are. You will do that. There's an element of unconditional love and sacrifice about you for, you know, the broken, the underdog, and those that you really, really love. Like you will go to the ends of the earth and do whatever it takes for these people. And that is, you know, somebody could be very loving and giving, but the degree in which you walk that mile with somebody is unique to you and your sign, okay? And what you bring to people and your relationships. All right, let's pull a card and see which area of life may challenge you a little bit, or maybe a weakness for you that you struggle against somewhat. Okay, so we have Taurus energy. This is earth energy, and this is all about the energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthly, and productive, yet slow and relaxed. So this being what challenges you, Scorpio, this is like about material abundance, things of that nature. This, I think, when somebody's just really power hungry and greedy, and it's like money, and I'm superficial, like all of those types of energies, that really challenges you. I feel like it triggers you in a way, even if you can see the light within them. When somebody is like that, like that is the one trigger button for you. When you see others taking from people, taking advantage, bringing darkness into their world, being incredibly evil, manipulative, cruel, oppressive, like that just sets you off and triggers you to no end, because it's the opposite of what you are and what you stand for. And you can navigate the light and the dark energies with ease and go back and forth and not be corrupted. Like you just see things for what they are. And so when you see somebody taking advantage, you know, pretending the light but really being the darkness, like it triggers you. You will call them out. You feel like they are your enemy. You don't like that behavior whatsoever, that being your weakness. But also some of you, because of like the depth of your soul, you may view like money as a negative entity. And, you know, Spirit says money is energy just like anything else. And it's the hand that holds it, you know, that gives it the power or not the power. And so you've got to know that you deserve abundance too. Having luxury, having comfort, having abundance is not a bad thing. And it doesn't mean, that you're less spiritual or that you're less evolved. You are also physical, human, and don't neglect that part of you, the human part of you, because you are so spiritual and so deep. You are water. You feel everything and you experience all energies, okay? And so don't neglect the human part of you that, does need care and attention, and it's okay for you to have good things and nice things. You're meant to be abundant. Everybody is meant to be abundant and have all of their physical needs met. So don't, put yourself out or feel like indulging or treating yourself is a bad, selfish thing. It's not. You deserve abundance, Scorpio. Spirit saying it right here. You deserve abundance, 100%. All right, let's pull some more cards. Unconditional love. And that right there, the true definition of unconditional love is exactly what we've been saying this whole time, where you don't judge based on whether somebody's existing in the dark or in the light. You do get triggered, right, when you see in motion somebody actively hurting another person. Like that really gets you. But just from a perspective, you have this unconditional love for everybody. You look at the underdog and you see all the potential inside of them, and you will love them into that greatness. Somebody who is just broken down and brokenhearted and has no sense of self and worth and value, you can love them back into that light, knowing of self. So unconditional love, that beautiful energy and essence of you, is something very special and sacred, Scorpio, the way that you love. And I picked that up for a couple of signs, but this for you guys is, again, like, you will love, and I don't want to say like the unlovable, because everybody deserves love. I don't know how else, like people who are outcast, or they don't fit in. Like, you see the beauty inside of them and you show them that, like, you're not going to follow the norm. If like, let's this is an example, like say in high school, you aren't going to be somebody who joins the bandwagon of a group that's picking on one person. If anything, even if the bandwagon of people who are picking on this person are your friends, you're still going to go to the aid and protection of the person who's being picked on. You're not going to join the majority or the norm just because it's cool. You're going to go where the love needs to be. That's where you are drawn to, Scorpio, is where the love needs to be shown, where somebody needs to be protected. Somebody needs to be reminded of their potential. Like, that's where you are drawn into, not what's popular, but where the love is needed the most. And now we have Be Still. This is Spirit saying, very important that, at least daily, because you're a water sign, that you check in with yourself and, balance and ground your energies and center in your heart space and see what's going on inside of you each and every day, and make sure that your energies are balanced. And when you are feeling just, pulled in a million different directions or just very distorted, do a healing meditation that will help you every single time. It's like when things get too chaotic, the waters are too chaotic, become still, and all the ocean will become still around you. Next is Mother Earth. Look at you. Yeah, I'm not surprised to see that. Mother Earth coming out. That's another energy that you are working with this lifetime, Scorpio. And that's about where, you see the broken and there's a desire to fix and make better, whether it's a person, a situation, a procedure. It doesn't matter. Where something's broken, you have this desire to fix it, and you have the knowledge and the know-how to do so, and you have patience and understanding. And you know, the way that you can close off and really like just recluse your energy, that's where you get misunderstood. It's not that you don't feel, you feel everything. It's just you hide that, like the depth of you really do hide that, unless it's like a very select, trusted few. And the way that you love with this unconditional love in Mother Earth, that is so precious, Scorpio. You will dive into the darkest depth of muck and pull somebody up out of that because of the love in your heart, in your soul. And there is, you know, something about the evolution of your soul where you could go into that darkness and not be corrupted by it. Whereas other people, they can't do that. They can't, but you can. And like this unconditional love pulls you, you know, that way every time where, you know, healing is needed. You can't help but come. Like, it's just, it calls you. All right, let's pull some tarot. Okay, so here it is, the Seven of Swords that flew out, and that's typically some darker energy where somebody's trying to take or steal, right? And you know, like Scorpio, this is interesting. Spirit just like kind of showed this to me where like you would be somebody, not all of you, but some of you, like you're really going to relate to this where, you know, you have a friend or something and they have this like horrible plan, you know, that's kind of very selfishly motivated. Maybe let's go do this, let's steal, let's take, let's do this, and you're like, okay, yeah, and you act like you are on board, you know, with this whole plan, but through the process you're really trying to get this person to change their mind about what they're doing. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm on board to do bad, mean things. Not at all. You're like walking with them to try to really get them to change their mind, to see a different way to handle things, to be, to do. So that's very interesting. Eight of Pentacles. Temperance. King of Pentacles. And the Empress. Interesting that you got the Empress sitting there on Mother Earth. So you are a perfect blend of divine masculine, divine feminine energies. All right. Here through the King of Pentacles, this is you being that protector, that beautiful leader. And through the Empress, that's you being love, unconditional love, and the healer and a nurturer. All right, you've got those two energies very, very strong within you, and that comes after Temperance, which, you know, the masculine energy, the fire, the feminine energy, the water, and here it is, the water and the fire. You are a beautiful balance of both. So when you need to have a strong hand, you have a strong hand. When you need to tread very lightly and delicately and gently, you know how to do that as well. Like, you know when a situation or relationship needs fire of purification or action to motivate, or when it needs cleansing and healing, and you possess both powers equally. Okay, like that's what you can do. Like, you know how to fix things, you know, people, systems, patterns of behavior, like all of those things. You know how to bring balance to things. You are a beautiful healer, like an alchemist of the energies that we are all working with. And here with this Eight of Pentacles, you are going to be somebody who, like, you're not going to give up on things or people as easily as others do. Like, you are somebody who will fight till the end when you know that it's the right thing. You will walk with somebody till the end through that, you know, darkest night. You will be there. You will do whatever it takes, Scorpio. And, you know, you're not going to give this energy to just everybody, okay? I do want to make that clear. But when it's the calling in your heart, there is nothing you will not do. Nothing you will not do. It does not matter. You will go to the ends of the earth if you must. Whatever it takes, I will make it happen. Like, that's your determination. And, you really do try to steer people back on the right path. And you might start out with them thinking that you're on board with their plans, but you're really not. You're walking with them to try to lead them back to the light, back to, the right thing to do. And it's funny, what just popped in my head is, some of you may have watched Avatar, The Last Airbender, that little anime series. And, two of the characters, Zuko, which is the fire prince, and then his uncle Iroh. And through the whole, show, well, most of the show, the fire prince is trying to capture the avatar to regain his honor, and Uncle Iroh is helping him with that mission. But through the whole journey, Uncle Iroh is really trying to lead him to the light within, his true destiny and calling, even though he appears to be assisting him initially to help capture the avatar. And like, that is such a perfect example of what you guys do, where you walk with somebody on their journey and you're just giving them the light that they need to help them change and transform into a bigger, better version of who they are, and reaching for higher choices and thinking from their heart space rather than from the ego. So you really are like a balancer, an equalizer for people, because of your ability. All right, let's pull some more cards. Storm Rider of the Lightning Moon. So this is you helping people move out of pain, darkness, and despair with your inner light, Scorpio. This is like your power. You have an ability to do this in a way like no other sign. Next is Pegasus of Sirius. So you here have connection to other consciousnesses, other collectives of a higher vibration of other worlds. And, throughout this life journey, you're going to have a multitude of these different spiritual awakenings, but also, Scorpio, you are the catalyst that facilitates, activates a spiritual awakening in others through your light, through your understanding. And now we have the Mandala of Pegasus. And this is talking about your cosmic connection, but also, Scorpio, a lot of your relationships this life, you have very in-depth, deep soul contracts with them, okay? And we all have, soul contracts with, different souls for our growth this lifetime. But Spirit is saying the contracts that you guys have are very, very different. Scorpio, nobody can forget you, okay? Once somebody knows you, whether through friends or like a romantic partnership, and things go awry, they will never forget you. You are so different, and your ability to go into their darkness and understand and lead them back to the light is unique. The way that you are drawn into situations and places where there's a lot of love and healing that's needed is also quite unique. And so many, many souls that you connect to this life, there's a very extensive soul contract between the two of you. You guys, the way I'm feeling about you guys is so different than any of the other signs I've done. I have Sagittarius and Capricorn to do after you guys, but this is just such an interesting energy. And the fact of this like soul contract, how it's so much deeper. That's why, okay, so you're going to know a lot of people this life, but there are going to be the different relationships, there are some relationships that are just going to be so different than anything else. And that's why if they end, it's a struggle for you and it's a struggle for that person because of the in-depth contract that you guys signed up for, and the ways that your energies and souls interact and, you know, like push off each other. It goes back so many different lifetimes, like the bond that's already there. It's almost unbreakable. So for you guys, it's like you have a very set, select few that are going to know you all the way into the depth of you, and it's because of their soul contract with you. Not everybody gets to know the beautiful Scorpio, even if they're a great person and all of that. Your soul knows who it's meant to open up to, all right? There is so much to you. It's like not everybody is supposed to know that, because they would suck on to that, they would leech on to that, and you might kind of struggle with that anyways, just, you know, in general, like with friends and coworkers, like people wanting to suck on to your energy, and it's because of what you are. And these soul contracts, they're not gonna like suck into your energy. Like they see you, they have the eyes to truly see you, therefore they get you, they understand you, because you may feel that you are the person who gets and understands and feels everybody, but very, very few get and understand you, and that's because you made it that way. You can't have too many people in that wealth in which you are. I don't know why that is. Like, that is so bizarre to me. I'm like, Spirit, why is that? So let me just kind of stay here for a minute with you guys. Why only a select few? Ah, because they are like you, Scorpio. They've got to be at your level of evolution in the spirit. Otherwise, it's like you can love anybody, but if they're not at that same, and just see even like the two Pegasus right there, they've got to be at that same level of evolution in the spirit, or it's like a constant clashing of energies. So those who truly will know you, all of you that see all the way to the core, you guys are kindred spirits. And then it's like, then you have this other outer layer of all these connections with these in-depth soul contracts for you to raise them to the level of your evolution this lifetime. Wow, that was pretty deep. All right, let's pull some more cards, Scorpio. Richness, marine life, and you are water, and this is the depiction of you. Out of all the water signs, there is a richness to you and what you bring and what you offer, Scorpio, that nobody else could even hold a candle to. And right here, Spirit brought it out. First card. Next is, oh my gosh, look at it. Spirit's just going depth, lake. There you are, water. The depth of you, there is like, nobody can see it. Like, there is so much to you, Scorpio. And because of that, that's why you are able to see into the deepest depth of others. And building atoms. All right. So this coming through, the building and the atoms, Scorpio, this is talking about like you bringing others to evolution, you helping them understand what they need to do for healing, for understanding, for growth. Like you help build other people and their energy. All right, let's pull some more cards. Walk your own journey. It is essential to stay on your own path. So Scorpio, you signed up for a lot this lifetime. You are a very highly evolved soul. And I do feel maybe at times you may get a little weary of, just the corruption that goes on. Like I said, like you can go through the darkness and it doesn't like corrupt you. But some of you, I feel after a time, it starts like breaking you down, like the sadness in the world, the injustice in the world. Like sometimes it can really get to you and you just want to close off and shut down. And Spirit says, never ever do that. You are a beautiful light to this world, Scorpio. You are. Next is, it is safe to let go. You are surrounded by love. Yes, you are. These spirits, these higher beings of Sirius are all around you, protecting you and guiding you. And next, let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. Scorpio, even though you feel and you know and you're intuitive and you sense everything out, there are some surprises that are meant to unfold for you this life journey. So when you're feeling it like you have no control, that's when it's time to let go and trust Spirit. All right, let's pull some cards to see what your heart has to say. Leap and find your wings. You are truly an earth angel, Scorpio. Never doubt that. Never doubt it for a second. Find power in loss. So this here, the finding power in loss, it goes back to, that Taurian energy. Scorpio, you are meant to have abundance. You are meant to have comfort. You are meant to have good things. And, everything that you lose will return to you in a new form. Know that. Next is, allow yourself to shine. Don't be small for anybody, Scorpio. Do not be small for anybody. Shine your light. You be you. And those who don't understand you or mislabel you, that's their problem. That's their loss. You are this beautiful ocean that has more life in it than, 500 people stacked together. That is who and what you are. And you have this like out of world like connection to these other like realms, other lands, other beings. And you have that due to past evolution, Scorpio. Allow yourself to shine in your light, because your light is the very thing that leads so many out of the darkest of dark. All right, right there. Okay, let's pull one final card, one final message from Spirit for you guys. Inspire without control. If you refuse to relinquish control, true potential may never be realized. Allow things to happen without your influence. Love is realizing that the well-being of another is essential to your own. The best way to teach is to inspire through example. And so with this energy, Scorpio, sometimes you have to realize that even though you've been called into a space and you know how to heal somebody, you know what they need to do, sometimes they just aren't able to hear you, and all you can do is seed your information and then step back and let them try on their own. And I know that will be very hard for some of you at times, but you've got to trust that sometimes all you can do is seed the light and trust that if somebody needs to fall down, that's just part of their life plan, that they will get back up, that those seeds of light will grow within them. All right, so those are your messages, Scorpio. I am sending you lots of love and light. Take care.